Hey everybody, it's Joanne Rogers here. I'm Joanne Rogers, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Central Alberta, Canada, and I've been designing with you in mind since 1999. So I'm doing my Facebook Live from my studio tonight, and I'm hoping that you're in the mood for some really quick crafting. We are going to be using it's easy card making using circle punches and your DSP. So it's something that we're going to put together really quickly, but I want to show you how fast you can actually put together cards. And I issue you a challenge on my blog tomorrow using this exact same technique. So as you're coming on, let me know where you're watching from. I always like to know where we have people from around the world. And I am using a new software. We are not limited to 10 minutes this time. So last time we had a little bit of a gong show because, hey Jennifer, because I was using a trial version of this software that I'm using right now. So we were limited to 10 minutes. So I have to apologize. I did apologize profusely last time, but I'm going to do it again just to thank everybody who kept coming back. And this time we will not be having that problem. So I'm sorry, I have a bit of a froggy throat. I'm hoping that's finally going to be getting better. It's only been over a month now, but it is constantly raining here in Central Alberta, so maybe that's part of the problem. So, as we are waiting for people to come on, hi Deborah, thanks for watching. I will do some draws from that gong show last time. And as I've watched them and I spliced it together, so if you are curious now, if you didn't catch that and you want to see what happened last time, if you go to my blog, there I spliced together all of the 4 videos that I had and put them on there. So you can see the box that we made using the Noble Peacock. We used the specialty designer paper. And hey Barb, thanks for coming and watching. We did that and you can see that over on my blog. And I realized as I was watching it that I gave 2 different instructions on what I was actually going to be giving away for those of you who shared it. So I think what I am going to do is I'm going to give both of them away. So one of them was the a little 6x6 sampler pack of the specialty paper, the Noble Peacock paper. And then the other was the eyelet lace embossing folder. So what I've decided to do is this one I'm going to keep for anybody who shared, and I'll do that draw in just a minute. And this one was anybody who made a comment. So anyone who made a comment, I put it into the random comment picker. And the winner was, I don't know if she can read her name. I think she's on here right now, Deborah. So Deborah, you are the lucky winner of that. Hi, Valerie. Thanks for coming and watching. So Deborah, I know you were just here today picking up your In Color and your Above the Clouds creativity kit, but I have something else for you. So send me a message and we can get together and we can arrange a time for you to get this. Okay, so I have everybody's name in my little green and white striped tin here for anybody who shared. So I do really appreciate when you share my video. And so when you share, I put your name in a draw and I always have something. So this time it's that eyelet lace embossing folder. And I did use it on something we're going to be doing tonight. So you're right, Jennifer, that paper is really, really pretty. Let me just take that number there. And it is Jennifer. It is you. So congratulations. You won this. So look at that. I just replied to her and Jennifer is the one who won. So congratulations. So Jennifer, again, let me know a time that's good for you and I can get this to you. And I do think that you actually put a little comment last time saying that you'd really love to win that, didn't you? So let's go ahead and do that. Let me just put some stuff aside. So what have I got here for you? So next week's or this week's prize. So they're much coveted. They are very, very difficult to obtain right now. And I happen to have a set of the Stampin' Trimmer blades. So that's going to be my giveaway for anybody who shares this video this week. So if you can go ahead and share, then I'll put your name on the draw and we will draw that in 2 weeks' time. So put that aside. I like to clean off my desk as I'm working, so I'll be moving back and forth. So my product of the week this week is the Free as a Bird stamp set. And although the stamp set is what I'm featuring, I'm also doing DSP. Great that you don't have that folder, Jennifer. I'm doing DSP. I'm doing some of the embellishments that come along with that suite. I don't have the laser cut, the tin and the laser cut, and I don't have the trinkets, but I think I have pretty much everything else. So I've been playing with everything. And yesterday on my blog, if you didn't catch it, I posted this guy. And this was one of the first ones. I put out a question on Design with Jo VI Peeps about what was your favorite stamp out of the entire set. And this is the one that won. So I thought that I would design with that. So this is done with Stampin' Blends. Excuse me, and I have a photo tutorial over on my blog, so you can check that out at www.designwithjo.ca. And it's yesterday's, so you can take a look there and see the photo tutorial for how easy it actually is to use your Stampin' Blends. So put that guy aside. And so the product of the week is that, and my steal of a deal. So I'm going to give you the goods on that. I usually post that on a Wednesday, but my steal of a deal this week is if you purchase the Free as a Bird stamp set with the nested, stitched nested dies, which are these guys right here, then I will give you a set of the trinkets for free. So the Bird Ballad trinkets, and I'll show you a picture of that in the catalog. They're on page 177. I have to get used to the camera on my laptop. So they are these guys right here. I'm going the wrong way. And so there's a little key in there. There's leaves. There's a little flower. And they're vintage. They're sort of that dull kind of gold finish, sort of like they're tarnished. So they are quite pretty. Every time I've gone in and placed an order, I have not put them on my order. So that's what I'll give you for free, and you have to email me. So email me at jo@designwithjo.ca if you want to get that bundle. And what's great about that, and I'm just going to change my screen down to my work area now. What's great about that is that it's bonus days. So in July, when you spend $60, Stampin' Up! Will give you a coupon for 6 to use in August. And just a word of caution about these is that this is a nice long number, letters and numbers. And they will email you that. And they don't keep track of that. And I don't ever get any kind of notice of that. So you need to make sure that you keep yours so that you can use it in August, because it can save you some money. Hey, Kim, thanks for coming and watching. So that's bonus days, and they go until the end of July. But if you want to get in on that steal of a deal, then you need to do that by Friday. So this Friday, and you want to email me. Okay, so I think that's that. So let's move on to our project. So we're going to be using the Bird Ballad paper. So Karen Duke, who is my upline, I wasn't able to attend her last Duke's Divas, and so she made me up a pile of these. So all of the designer papers that are in the catalog, she's made for me. So this is just a little snippet of every one of these pieces that I have here in a 6x6. So those are all of them, and we are going to be using, well, you're going to tell me what we're going to be using. As you know, I like to have you join in. So there's birds and flowers. There's on the back side are dots. There's flowers and birds again with a different color. This one's more coral and this one's more pool party. Feet on the back in Daffodil Delight. Birds by themselves, sort of a trio, well, more than a trio, with different colors and stripes. And this one's very pretty, but more of a background kind of thing. Some seagulls, more flowers. And there's a key on the back of that. So that's where that that trinket comes in too is that there's a key and then feathers, and on the back of feathers are bird cages. So what we're going to do tonight, I've pulled out some of these, and you have to give me some instruction on which ones we're going to use. So let me just put those aside, and I'm going to pull in some things that we're going to start playing with. So you guys are going to let me know. We actually are going to be making four cards today. And we are going to work with some different colors, the colors that are in here. And so you're going to let me know what birds we want to punch out and what flowers we want to punch out. So this, you may have seen this in a couple places already, and we're just going to use our circle punches and our starburst, which I consider to be one of our circle punches, and we are going to punch out items that then are going to become the focal point on our card. So hi Leanne, thanks for sharing and thanks for coming and watching. So I guess I want 4 of these. So I need, you know what, have I got 4 that I can pull on here? Yeah. So let me know what 4 you want me to punch out. I think I'm going to start with this guy. This guy here is going to be a good one here, I think. I want to have him, I know we're upside down. It's just easier for me to do this one upside down. So I'm going to have that bird. So I'm going to pick that one. Oops, I just dropped my paper. And then what birds would you like? Then we have these ones here. I can get those guys out probably. I could probably get this guy by himself. These ones I can probably get, and these ones I can probably get. So, and probably him too. So I guess what we need is, I've got some yellow ones. What other colors? And then what you also need to double yellow. Okay, so that yellow there, Leanne, the one we just did. And I think, what about blue ones? Jennifer would like the blue ones. Okay, so there's the second set of blue guys. We need, anybody want some flowers? Pool party trio. Marilyn, thanks for coming. We got those guys, so let's pick another one. Here's the ones we have left. And do we want any flowers? Do we want flowers by themselves? Yep, is that a yep for flowers, Leanne? I could go any of these flowers. You can probably tell what I did down here. So we can go, I don't know, we can go mainly the coral flowers if you wanted. Or we can go for the yellow. We can go for the pool party, the gray ones. Barb would like the gray ones. These guys over here, I think. Right, Barb? Okay. I quite like those little guys. They look like lovebirds, don't they? I'm going to take those guys. So we've got 3. And do we want the last one to be birds, or do we want the last ones to be flowers? Kim, how about you pick? Flowers or birds? And just type in flowers or birds, and I will then make the last punch of the night. And I want to see how long this is going to take us to make, because I'll bet that we could probably get these all done. Flowers. Perfect, Kim. Okay, so I'm going to go, I think, for, maybe I'll go for these petal pink ones here. Let's go for these. Oh, you know what? They're down too far. Okay, let's go for coral. Here, these coral work great. Okay. Okie doke. Those are all punched out. So this is using the 2-inch punch. So the 2-inch circle punch. And now I'm going to use my starburst. And I have some, oh, that was what I dropped. Hold on, let me just grab them off the floor. They fell. And of course, they didn't fall in a nice pile. Sorry, you can probably not hear me. So here's all my colors. So I'm going to punch out a yellow, which is Daffodil Delight, a Calypso Coral. I'm going to go for Old Olive. And a Smoky Slate. I'm going to punch all of these out because maybe I'll finish another 2 of these off screen. And then you guys can let me know what goes where. So let's see. That could go like that. That could go like that. This guy, oh, I don't know. What do you think? Should we go gray on the lovebirds? Or should we go brown? Now, Barb, I think you were the one that picked the lovebirds. What do you think? Do you want brown or do you want gray? And there's green for those guys, or there's pool party. Whoops, pool party. I'm trying to look at the screen and watch for comments at the same time. So let me know. And Kim, do you want to have green on yours, or would you like coral? Or we could also go yellow. Gray. Okay, I like the gray too, Barb. So Kim, what do you think? The green is actually quite pretty. Here's the yellow. There's the yellow. Any thoughts on that, Kim? I'll leave those ones there because we'll probably come back to them. And while I'm waiting, I'm going to pull in some of the stamps. I've already put the word stamps on here. And also the 2-inch. So green, perfect. I think I like the green better too. And then I picked the yellow guys. Although, no, I think you did, Marilyn, didn't you? I think we're going to go coral there. Okay, so I'm going to put those guys away. And we're done with that punch. So I'm going to try and clean as I go because otherwise I'll have way too much stuff here. And then I am just going to put white for the background. So this is the 2 1/4 inch punch. So I'm just going to do 4 of these. Which one, Leanne? The yellow flowers? Needs a yellow, do you think it needs a yellow circle? I don't know, which one do we like better? Okay, so I'm going to snail all those together. Just one at a time. So there's just a tiny little border with this guy. Oops, I can do the white at the same time, I think. Okay, so all you're going to get is just a nice, perfect little border here for this. And Barb would like the gray. Just put that down. And then on white. I thought about doing black for some of these because I'll bet they would really pop with some black. But my card is actually going to be Yellow Bird, Leanne. On the yellow paper or on the coral? I'll leave that one until you get back to me. There's Kim's on the green. Go. We'll just hold off on this guy for a moment and we'll just put that one down while Leanne is thinking about that. So there's our 3. Now we have some more choices. Oh boy, I'm making you do a lot of choices tonight, aren't I? Okay, so I have Daffodil Delight, and this is yellow paper. Okie doke. Daffodil Delight, and that is that eyelet embossing folder that Jennifer just won. So let's put that down. So there's yellow. Here's green, and I'm not putting these in any particular order at the moment. Well, maybe I am picking a little bit. There's that, and there's that. Those look not so bad. So maybe I won't make you pick. Does anybody hate that color combination? If you hate that color combination, let me know and I'll do something about it. Okay, so what I've done here is I've just embossed. So this is the eyelet. This is the subtle, and it's really difficult to see in this light, I think. But that is the subtle embossing folder. This is the Pinewood Planks embossing folder. And this is the Layered Leaves embossing folder. So I think we're going to go with these. Marilyn, good. 2 thumbs up, not just 1. Okay, so now we have to do some words. Well, let me put these down on here. No, we're not going to put them down on there yet. I'm going to do some words. So those ones are all set. We've got our Memento ink. And I'm just going to ink these up and stamp them. I think I want to put this one this way just in case I don't have enough room there. I do have one punch. So I'm just stamping straight down, straight up. This guy probably can go down here. So we have hello, the world needs more of you, thank you. Put him up there. And this one is your friendship means the world to me. We'll put that guy over there. Now this is probably not the most economical use of my paper. I could have done that a little bit different perhaps. And we're just going to use the label punch for the little guys. So the hello, and that was just tuxedo black memento that I used. There's our hello. Here's our thank you. Now, the thank you is not going to fit wonderfully in that it's going to be trunked off a little bit, but I think that's not so bad. And then this guy here is, oh darn, I've forgotten the name of it. Anybody remember the name of this punch? It's new in the annual catalog. Thank you on brown. Okay, that's the one you want, Barb. You didn't even give me a chance to ask. That's fine. Good for you. Anybody else have a preference on your on the words? And I'm still looking for the title on this. Anybody got it? Jennifer, you're usually pretty good at that. Okay, thank you on brown. The world needs more of you. Hello, and your friendship means the world to me. Which ones do we want to go where? Let me pull these guys back in. And hello. That's what we're going to go with. But I'm going to pull this hello on green. Look at that. Perfect. Leanne, it is on green. Okay, so these are just thick whisper white, and they are 4 1/4 by 11 and scored at 5 1/2. And we are just going to start putting things in place. Now, the subtle, I'm okay with using a snail. So the snail will be sticky enough to actually stay stuck down. For everything else, though, I'm going to have to pull in my liquid glue because otherwise it won't stay down. And believe it or not, I'm going to put this down with dimensionals. So without dimensionals, rather. I know, that is like amazing for me, isn't it? Just those guys on top. But I think I have to break down and use dimensionals on the words. So let's put the little mini dimensionals, which work really well on this classic label. And put that there. I have all kinds of different samples to show you at the end too, so I don't want you to go anywhere. So there's one done. Barb, how do you like your lovebirds? And then this one here, we're going to use the liquid glue. So this one is the layered leaves embossing folder. So this way, you know, you can make a really quick set of cards. Now I did do the embossing before you guys got here, just so that you didn't have to watch that on the screen. So that took me maybe 5 minutes at the most. I have my flashcards already cut 4 by 5 1/4, so it's easy to layer those on. And I'm going to put this on with glue as well, because just like this won't stick down to the white, this won't stick and stay stuck. Now, which is the best? I think that might be a good placement for that guy. Put that on. We're going to use our dimensionals again for the hello, because it's fairly small, the little guys, that is, the minis. Does everybody like using the minis? Has anyone not gotten the minis? They're a little bit more economical. They are easy to use. There's our hello. So there's our second one. The world needs more of you. So there's our third one coming up. And what's our time like? How many minutes have we been creating? Now, I've been talking the whole time. What we got, our daffodil eyelet lace here, which is really quite pretty. And you don't have any, Leanne. You might want to get some. And you know what's coming in we've seen the holiday pictures of the holiday catalog, but we haven't seen the holiday catalog itself. And there are colored dimensionals coming. So that is exciting. So this is I really like this new eyelet lace embossing folder. So we're going to put these guys on here with the pool party. Now this one could have gone on any color. It's got practically every color in there. And now I need some large dimensionals for The World Needs More of You. Go. And then you're just all going to have to get your fingers ready and tell me, do we need a little bit of bling on these? Do we need either rhinestones or pearls just to finish these off? World Needs More of You. There's that guy. I'm not going to put ribbon on it. Whoops, I want to put that down first. So this is our Pinewood Planks on Smoky Slate. Smoky Slate is one of my favorite grays. It is just so soft, almost sort of dove-like kind of gray. What's your favorite gray? Who's got a favorite? Anybody have a favorite? Absolutely bling. Not just, yes, I'd like to see some bling, but absolutely from Leanne. All right, so what kind of bling do we want? What do you think would make these stand out or make them really pretty? Just plain rhinestones? There we go. And there we go. My dimensionals are here. Here we are. So one of the great things we have going on in July and August actually, besides the bonus days in July, Smoky Slate, is extra. So what that is if you would like to sign up and be on my Creative Canucks team, you can sign up and you get bonus bucks, pearls from Valerie. Okay, bonus bucks in the month of August. So you get, I think it's $40 extra right now. Let me look. I'm just looking for my pearls right now. So just let me find them here. I've got some plain pearls, so I need my take your pick tool. And we're just going to place a few pearls on here. I'm going to, on this guy, I think maybe just put one here. And I always do like to do 3. I don't know. Well, I do 3, 5, 7, or 9. Does anybody do even numbers? So there's 1. Very, very rarely I will have done even numbers. For this guy, I'm going to do something different. This guy, I'm going to use the littlest ones, and I'm going to put it in on some of the flowers on the eyelets. So put that there. Maybe one up here. And one more here, perhaps. Oh, this one might need 5. I'm going to get, because there's so many of these little flowers on here. Let's put, this is probably when I shouldn't be putting any more on. Because if you can't find a spot, you probably shouldn't put any more on. Okay, I'm not going to put any more. That one's done. This guy here, we're going to put one on this side. And we're going to put one on this side as well. Okay, so just hello there. And then the last one is our thank you. And our thank you, I think maybe we're going to put them top, and I am going to put 5 on this one. I just want to put 5. Can't pick that guy up. He doesn't want to come. Don't put me on there. Oh, okay, that guy really doesn't want to come. He is. Here we go. Put one over there, and we're going to put a medium-sized guy up here. Okay, so you know that I always like you to tell me which ones you like the best. Now, everybody had a hand in making these tonight, which is just great. Okay, so here we have, now which one is your favorite? I have them all on there. Let me get some of this other stuff out of the way. And then I want to show you some of those other stepped up versions. So yeah, it really does, doesn't it, Valerie? So it's, these 3, let's move this guy here. Those 3 are all from the same paper. So it is amazing when you put them on the different colors, just how different they end up looking. So I don't know, I like them all. Yeah, you too, Kim. Great. Does anyone have a real standout favorite that you say, yeah, I think that is absolutely the cat's meow? You know what? I can tell looking at the picture. This one's a little crooked. And my tendencies, perfectionist tendencies, Marilyn, too hard to pick. Yes, I think we did a great job, ladies, and I don't think it took us all that long. So let me just put these aside, and I want to show you some other ones. So you can use your punches, and that's what I did with this one, but I also stepped it up a little bit, and I used my scalloped, my layering circles. So this one here is popped up using foam adhesive strips. So it's exactly the same technique though. I just punched out the different birds on the pool party background. Jennifer likes, yeah, maybe that's because it has your new embossing folder on it, Jennifer, do you think? And then this is a scallop circle that is the one larger than the cutout here. So I cut this out and I recessed it afterwards. One trick here, you want to make sure, even though the subtle embossing folder is not so bad, you want to make sure that you, let me see if this gives me more light, that you want to stamp your thanks first. So stamp your thanks first because otherwise it might be too bumpy, and just a little bit of ribbon on the side. The green and yellow one, Deborah, yeah, they are, that one's quite nice. Then this guy here, again, pretty much the same thoughts, except I think I used bigger punches, so we got a little bit more of our picture in there. This is on the tufted background, and I do have some dimensionals there, and just plain cut out squares. And I think I actually cut this with my scissors as opposed to using my Stampin' Trimmer. So I should put these down here, I guess. Then if you don't want to use paper, if you don't have that paper and you have the stamp set, so this guy here is stamped onto a piece of watercolor paper. So I just created a background wash, stamped on it, and then I went in with a little bit of watercolor pencils and used my aqua painter. And then I punched through there, and then there's the inside of your card. So there's a little stepped up version, but again, really, really simple to do this one. And then this is a piece of Blackberry Bliss of the DSP. And then the last guy is also on a watercolor background that I've gone in with just some watercolor pencils and a little bit of Wink of Stella. And it's offset with a little bit of the copper, and I've got some sequins on there. And you can maybe see, it'd be hard to see, I think. Let me see if bringing it over here. This is the new script embossing folder. It's very, very subtle, and my words are going this way. I wanted them to be a little bit different. So, so there's some other things that you can do too. So don't limit yourself just to the paper, because the stamp set itself is just beautiful. So I'm going to put you back on the screen because we are done. So I want to thank you very much for joining me. I'm going to be live again in 2 weeks. I always post this video on my blog. Usually, if not tomorrow, it'll be the next day, so probably Thursday. So you can take another little peek there. I'll have all the measurements there, and I'll have some close-up photos of some of these pictures too so that you can see them. Okay, so that last one with the script folder, yeah, it really is quite pretty. So we have some really different cards looking. We made all kinds of neat ones using just the designer paper, but pull out your paper, pull out your circle punches, and I'll bet you can make really quick cards too. So we'll see you again. Thanks for joining me. Have a great night. Bye-bye.